Anil Mesuria, sir. Please, sir, please, Dr. Anil Mesuria, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir, for giving me such an opportunity to express my views on Google Form. Okay, now, first of all, open the Google and Google Chrome and write down here Google Form, Google Form, and then press enter. Then click on Google Form free online survey for personal use. Okay, then you'll get this window. You are using this form for personal use or business use. So we are using for personal. So go to the Google Form in personal and then select blank form. Okay, so you'll get this window, this form. Okay, now first of all, how can you start to design Google questionnaire in our Google Form? So first of all, here we'll write the topic of the research, or you can write the topic of the questionnaire. So as I can write here, I already written in another book. So I can write here questionnaire design using Google Form. So this will be my topic. So I can write here questionnaire design using Google Form. Okay. Then after you can write here description. Okay. Suppose you are PhD scholar, and if you want to express your views that I am the so and so and I am the PhD, I am pursuing my PhD from this university and I am conducting my research on this topic. So you can write that description in this description. Then here I already typed, so just copy and do paste here. So you will get that. Okay. So now, then after, go to the setting and click on response on that collect email addresses. We do not require these options, so unclick that. Now, after unclicking this and save it, so email address will be removed. Now we'll start to design our questionnaire. Now, first of all, in questionnaire, there are two types of questions that we can include. First type is structured questions and another type is unstructured question. So let me tell you about structured question. So structured question is the question that is also known as closed-ended questions. That means where there is a restriction of the question, that means answer, that people can answer on the basis of your options only, then it is called closed-ended questions. Then it is called structured questions. And what do you mean by unstructured question? So in unstructured question, people write their opinion in their own words. They are not restricted to write something that you have mentioned. Okay, so this is the basic difference between structured questions and unstructured question. Now, before going on this, we should know one thing called, that is, sir. Okay, so now again we have two types of questions under this heading of structured and unstructured questions. They are simple questions and conditional questions. So let me show you first what is meaning of simple questions. So here, first, suppose you want to write name. So I can type here name, and name, under this name you will get answer in short, in brief. So just click on short answers, so you'll get the name of the respondent. Then after entering the question, just press this required option. That means it is compulsory. If anybody do not attend this question, they will not they cannot submit your questionnaire. So that's why this option is very, very important. And after completing question number 1, then just click on this add question, this. So you can now type second question. For example, our second question is address. Now, address, suppose in short answer text, you can type up to 37 letters. But if the address is more than 37 letters, then it is advisable to use paragraph, so that respondent can type the answer in more than 1 or 2 sentences. So that's why there is a difference between short answer text and long answer text. This menu you can use as per your requirement. Okay. Then after, we'll add another question. Now, here we'll add multiple choice question. Now, what is meaning of multiple choice question? The question is known as multiple choice question if it has more than one option, and it is structured question. It is called closed-ended questions. So again, we can type here. I have already typed. Like the question is like, are you satisfied with the service provided by the Hyundai company? Suppose this is my next question. Now here I can add multiple choice question. How? So in first option I can type here number 1, suppose highly dissatisfied. Okay, then add option button, then you can add another option, then again click on number 2, dissatisfied, then again click on add option. Respondents are requested to mute yourself. Respondent are requested, participant are requested to mute yourself, please. Hello, all the participants are requested to mute your.
Hello.
Okay. Wait.
नाही क्लोज नाही मिनिमाइज करायला क्लोज नाही करायला क्लोज केलं तर
Just wait a minute. Okay, now it's fine.
મને થોડું વાર લાગશે ત્યાં સુધી મારે પણ બેસવા પડશે ઓપન તમને ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ લાગે તે તમે નોટ કરશો ત્યારે આવશે
Respondents are participants are requested to mute yourself. Okay. Okay. Okay, now, so this is the options that we can add in multiple choice question. After completing this question, again click on the required button. So it is called compulsory question, and it is question number 2. Now we'll add another type of question. Okay, now in third type of question, we'll include checkbox. Now, first of all, what is meaning of check boxes? So if you have the question in that the respondent can tick more than one answers, then we can use check boxes. Okay, if you want to allow the respondent to click on more than one answer, then we can use check boxes. For example, which product or which of the following items do you like? Now here you can add option number 1, pizza. Number 2, add option number 2, burger. Number 3, suppose other. So here respondent can answer more than one option. They can take more than one options at a time. Okay, so that is the difference between multiple choice question and check boxes. Then another type of question is drop down option. So what is the difference between multiple choice question and drop down option? So in multiple choice question, your respondent can see your whole options, while in drop down option, your respondent cannot see all your options. Okay, so there is a difference between these two. I will show you why they are different. Okay, now here suppose I can type another question, question number 4. Which car do you have? Suppose this is my question. Which car do you have? Now first, which company's car do you have? Suppose the question is which company's car do you have? Okay, now you can write the name of the company. Say Tata, say Maruti, say next Hyundai and other. Okay, so now just click on the preview option. Click on the preview option so that you can check your all questions. Okay, now see here, you can see that this is for respondent. Question number 2, are you satisfied with the service provided by the Hyundai company? Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you can see the all options as a respondent. But here, see which company's car do you have? There is some mistake in the sentence. Okay, no problem. But see here, you cannot see the whole options until you click on this choose option. Now, once you click on choose option, then only your respondent can see the whole option. So that's why nowadays researchers are using this option rather than multiple choice question. It will shorten your questionnaire size also. Okay, that's why this menu is very, very important. So my advice to you that use drop down option rather than multiple choice. Okay, then after this, okay, after this question, we'll add another question, question number 4. Now we'll see another type, that is linear scale. Now what is the meaning of linear scale? So here, if you want to add the question like Likert scale, then you can use this linear scale option, right? So suppose are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with the service provided by XYZ company? Suppose XYZ company. Now here you can define what is meaning of 1. 1 is what? Highly dissatisfied. Highly dissatisfied. And number 2, sorry, yes, and number 2, you can write highly satisfied. Highly satisfied. Now just click on the preview button. Now you can see the question. See, it will look like this. Are you satisfied with the service provided by XYZ company? 1 means highly dissatisfied and 5 means highly satisfied. And third, between middle number is indicate that you are neutral, neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. Okay, so this is the meaning of this question. Okay, then after this, again we add another question, question number 5. And now let me take an example of multiple choice grid question. Now see, what is the difference between multiple choice and multiple choice grid question? So when you select multiple choice grid question, so basically this option we can use when we have more than one items, and for more than one items, if you want to add the question like Likert scale, that is highly dissatisfied to highly satisfied, then we can use this multiple choice grid option. So suppose first, suppose I can write here, rate the following facilities on the basis of your experience. Now here you can write which type of experience. So experience about the service, then add another row, experience about the quality of the product, then add third experience regarding the behavior of the employee, and so on. You can, okay, and here we'll write our option number 1, highly dissatisfied. Number 2, dissatisfied. Number 3, neutral. That means neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. Number 4, satisfied. And number 5th, add number 5, highly satisfied. Now your question is ready. Just click on required option. If you want to ask this question compulsory, then this option is for you. Now just click on the preview option. Now see, you can see that your option service, you can mark any one, you can select any one. For quality, you can select any one option. For behavior of the employees, you can select any one. So that's why there is a difference between multiple choice and multiple choice grid option. In multiple choice grid option, we can add more than one option, more than one category under the same heading, so that it will reduce the size of the questionnaire also. Okay. Then after, again we'll add another type of question. Question number 6. Now, in question number 6, we'll take an example of checkbox grid. Okay. Again, we have two types of option: checkbox and checkbox grid. Again, the meaning is same as we have discussed earlier for multiple choice and multiple choice grid. So again, you can add multiple choice question in if you have more than one category. So we can select the following category. Okay, and now you can write, suppose you have the name of the product like pizza, burger, cold drinks. So why this question is very important? So here you can check how whether they like pizza, burger, cold drink, whatever, what they like, that you can check here. Okay. So here now you can type your options. Okay. like for example, pizza, like most, somewhat like, like. This is our three. These are the three options that we want to ask the respondent. Okay. Now again go to the preview. Now you can see how it works. See here, pizza. You can check. Now you can pick more than one option. So again, I hope you understood very well the difference between multiple choice grid and multi-box grid. Okay, so that's why there is the importance of these two types of options. Okay, now after this, again we'll add another question. For example, question number 7. Now okay, date. Now how can we use this date option? So suppose you want to ask the date of the birth of the respondent, then you can write date of birth and just use date option. So how it works? So see, you can see here, if you add this option date, then they have to enter their date of birth, and they will Google form will give them calendar so that they can add their birth date according to year, according to month, or according to date. Okay, and the last option is add, and it is time. Suppose you want to you want to ask the question to the respondent that have you paid fees? Then give me on which date and at what time. So you can ask this, you can add this option in your questionnaire. Okay, and again you can check the preview. Here they can type time, for example 05:20 p.m. So this is the way you can use the options given by the Google form to design your questionnaire. So these are the different options, and each and every option having its own characteristics. So as per your requirement, you can add, you can use these different types of questions. Okay. Then after this, let us try to understand this option. This one. So first is add question, as we have seen earlier how to add. If you want to add one by one question, then you can use it. Then again import question. Now suppose in past, if you have prepared a questionnaire, if you want to add some question from your recent questionnaire, then you can use import questions option to import the questions from your existing questionnaire. For example, here I have so many questionnaire. Now let me click any one. Okay. So now again, when you import the questionnaire, then you will see this option. What type of option we have? Name, address. Are you satisfied with the service of Hyundai? Are you satisfied with the service provided by XYZ company, and so on? And if you click on this any question and click on import question, then you will see that question in your questionnaire. See this one. So this is the way. This is the way you can add the questions from your existing questionnaires also. Then again, add title. If you want to give title of this question like this, so here you can add the title of the questions also. Then after, next is add image. Suppose you are working in an institute, and if you want to add the image of your institute, then you can use this add image option. Click on the add image option, and upload the photograph, you can upload from photograph. Basically, I don't have any photograph. If you have any photo, yeah, I have. So suppose this is your photograph, okay? So now you can insert this in your questionnaire. Now you can see that the photograph, and you can take it at the first position, okay? At the starting point of the questionnaire, you can add. So this is the way you can use the add picture option to design your questionnaire, okay? I don't require at present, okay, no problem. Then again, you can add video and you can add section. Okay, now let me discuss about the section. It is very, very most important for the research purpose. How it is very most important? Now, suppose you have the question like conditional question. For example, your question is depends on the another condition. If these conditions are fulfilled, only when you can attempt the next question. So this is called the conditional type question. So now, how can we use this conditional type question to design our questionnaire? So now you can see. For example, I want to add one question like, do you have a car? Do you have a car? Question mark. Now here, do you have a car? This is your question. Now your answer will come in yes or no. This is called dichotomous question. So now again after this, if you want to add another case, if yes, then which type of car do you have? So here we can use add section option to use conditional question. Now I will show you how can we use this conditional question. So just click on the add action section. So you'll see now section number 2 we have on our screen. Okay, now here you can say if yes, then go to the next question. So here just click on this 3 dot and you will get 3 options: description, go to section based on answer, and shuffle option order. So we'll select go to section based answer, and here we'll add if yes, then go to the section 2, and again after section 2 we'll add another section, and here we'll write if no, then go to the section 3, and here you can write that description also. Do you have car? Do you have a car? And in bracket you can write if yes, then go to the next question from section we can type this in section 2. If yes, then select the next question, go to the next question. Okay, so here you can say which company's car do you have? So now you can ask them, you can give them option Tata, then Maruti, then Hyundai, and you can add other option, other. Okay, and you can say here, you can type here also if no, if your answer is no, then go to the section 3. Again, add the question. Do you want to purchase car? Do you want to purchase car? Question mark. And again, you can ask them yes, no. Then again, you can add the section here. If yes, just click on the go to section based on answer. If yes, then go to the section 4. And again, I will add another section. And if no, then go to the section number 5. Now, in section 4, you can just copy this question and paste it in this heading and write down into bracket. If yes, then you can add the question. Which company car do you want to purchase? Question. Now again you can give the option Tata, Maruti, and so on. Now, and if no, if you do not want to purchase car, if no, then give me the reason why. Okay, and you can give them paragraph to write the answer. So this is the way to add conditional questions into the Google form. I hope all of you understood this very well. Okay, now let me show you the preview. Okay. Just wait. Okay. So now again come to the first question, first conditional question. Then you can say, do you have car? Yes. Okay, yes. Then go to the section 2 and no, then go to the section 3. Now our section is continue. Okay. Yes, if you have car, which company's car do you have? Then they will give the answer. Okay. And here we'll end the questionnaire. That is submit form. Our purpose is completed. And if you do not have the car, then again, do you want to purchase car? Yes. Then go to the okay, yes. Then go to the section 4. Section 4. And no, then go to the section 5. In section 4, if you want to purchase the car, which company's car do you want to purchase? And again, our purpose is completed, then we'll give them submit form option. And if no, then they will give the answer Y. And after Y, no need to give option. It will take automatically by the Google form. Okay. So now let us see the preview of the questionnaire. So first, this start indicates it is compulsory question. You cannot skip. For example, my name, Anil. Address, Udna. Are you satisfied with the service provided by the Hyundai? Now here there is no star option, so they can skip this option. Highly satisfied. Okay. Are you satisfied with the service provided by the XYZ company? Yes. Satisfied. Rate the following items. You can select any category, no problem. But you can select one at a time. Then here in a checkbox, you can select more than one category. Like this. Okay. Then date of birth. Again, it is not compulsory. So let us exclude this. Time, you can add time. Are you satisfied with the service provided by Hyundai? Yes. Do you have a car? Yes. Then see, the next button is there. Yes. If yes, which company's car do you have? Tata, and submit option. And just let us go to the back question. Now again, if you select no, then click on next. Now it will give you option. If no, then do you want to purchase car? If yes, then which company's car do you want to purchase, and submit. And again, if no, go to next. If no, then why? And finally, you can submit your questionnaire. For example, not interested. Okay. So I hope all of you have understood this and submit this. After clicking on submit button, you will get I request all participants, please unmute yourself, mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Okay. Now, please mute yourself. Everybody, please mute yourself. Okay. Now, so I hope all of you have understood what I have, whatever I have explained in my session. Now, if you have any query, any doubt, then if you are free to ask the question. It is over to you now.
Now, kindly change the host, sir, please.
Yes.
Please, sir.
Yes. I'm changing. Just wait.
Shall we start question answer session?
Yes, sir. You can start.
Yeah, fine.
I have a question.
Kindly being host me, sir. Please, Anil, sir.
Yes. I'm doing that only. Just wait. I'm not getting that option, sir. I think.
Kindly change the host.
Yes. I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Sanjay Sinde, sir. I have that option. Okay.
Fine.
Fine. Now you are host.
That is not sense, sir. Yeah. See. Shall we start? Yeah, fine. Shall we start the question answer session? I may request. Narendra sir, kindly go ahead with your question, please. Professor Narendra sir.
Sir, unmute him.
Yeah, unmute him. Narendra sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes. Sir.
Yes, sir. Please kindly go ahead with your question, please, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How to write the title name, for example, college.
How to write the title name? Yes, sir. You can type name of the college, huh, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so you can write here, sir. After the title of the questionnaire, you can add your college name and whatever you want to enter. And if you want to insert your image of the college, you can add picture of your college also.
Okay, and also how to principal signature means digital signature or any other options are there?
Yes, sir, it is there, but it is not the part of today's session, sir. Today, our session is designed for how to design the questionnaire, sir. Yes. We'll come with the next webinar on that topic also, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr.
Okay,
Amit
thank you.
Majumdar, sir. Dr.
Yeah,
Amit Majumdar, sir, kindly go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah, I was. This is a very informative session. I first like to give my. I would express my gratitude to the speaker. Now, my question is that how I can use a Google form for the questionnaire design. How I can use a Google form and check the identity of the person who is actually giving the answer, or
Yes, sir. Yes,
just
sir.
making
So,
some kind of a
see,
yeah.
sir, you can see response file here. Just side to questions. See here, response. Now go to the responses. Here you can click on the create spreadsheet, right?
Yeah.
When you click on these now and click on the create now,
Okay.
then you will get this Excel sheet.
Details.
This is the
It's in the
details.
CSV form.
Yes, Excel form, sir. Excel form.
Excel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. And with this Excel form, I can make the analysis of any sort of.
Yes, sir.
With the Excel form, it is possible to make any kind of analysis. Like
Yes, sir.
spreadsheet
It is possible. It is
yeah.
possible. It is
Yes,
possible.
And another question, please. Thank you. And another question is that if it is possible with a Google form to go for some kind of a quiz or online test.
Yes, sir. You can do online test also. We will organize next webinar on this topic also, sir.
Okay. It will be very informative if you can show us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a very nice presentation by you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bhumish Shah, sir. Bhumish Shah, kindly go ahead with your question, sir, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm audible?
Good evening. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
Sir, it was wonderful session.
Yes, thank you.
Very nice by you. But sir, actually, I just want to know, fourth question that you prepared in the questionnaire. Can you explain that what option you have used in the question number 4, sir?
Sir, whatever the options I have used now, there is no meaning. It is just for the understanding purpose. Okay. So don't consider this question as a final question.
No, sir. Actually, the what option you have used for the fourth?
Okay.
I'm not
Yes,
asking about the question.
This one.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
This is called Likert scale question. Okay, it is linear scale question. That means if you want to ask the question like Likert scale, highly dissatisfied to highly satisfied, then no need to write number 1 highly dissatisfied, number 2 dissatisfied, number 3 neutral, number 4 satisfied, and number 5 highly satisfied. It is understood from this question, sir. That's why we can add this option instead of this type of question.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dr. Kaushik Amsi.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, kindly go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. Good evening, Anil, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I have 2 doubts.
Yes.
One is how to change the language. Suppose if you want to frame the questions in our local language, how can we change the language?
Sir, this option is available in your PC or laptop, sir. Here, if first of all you have to add particular language in your system, and when you enable the language from your system, sir, then you are unable to type the question in your language also, sir. Right now I have enabled my question as a English, so that I can type only English. If you change option language in place of English, Tamil or Gujarati or Hindi, whatever, then you can type in Hindi also, sir. Okay.
Sir, another doubt is that suppose I have to import the questions. Suppose I have framed the questions and I have typed in a word, MS Word. There may be plenty of questions.
Live session चल रहा है.
Can you hear? Please.
Please kindly mute your mic. Another participant, please unmute your mic.
10 मिनट में आ रहा है, 5 मिनट बिठा ले.
Hello.
Sir, there is a disturbance.
So kindly all the participants, please mute yourself. Kindly all participants are requested hereby.
Sindhya sir, mute
Yeah.
all the participants, then unmute.
Yeah. I muted, sir. I muted.
Okay. Go with your question, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir, I have another doubt.
Yes.
Suppose I want to import more number of questions. Suppose I have typed many number of questions in MS Word.
Yes.
I have to import all the questions. It may be 6 numbers, 7 numbers, or 10 numbers, or more than that.
Okay.
It will reduce the time.
Yes.
So how can we do that thing?
Yes, sir. First of all, you have to convert your Word file into Google Form file. And after converting your file into Google Form, you are unable to add your questions. Like, see here, suppose I want to import a question here, and I have suppose these all files which I have converted already. And then if you select any one file, sir, and select this, then you will see all the questions from your questionnaire. Okay, and if you want to add this name, you can add. If you want to add passing year, you can add. If you want to add course option, you can add, and just click on import questions and see the questions are already added. Wait, just
hello, sir. I want to ask one question.
1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute. One question is going on. Please give me 1 minute. Now see here.
I also want to ask.
Here. See name, passing year, and course. Yes. I hope you have cleared.
No, sir. If suppose the questions if are in MS Word format, how can be those questions are converted into Google Form?
Sir, it will take some much time, sir. Please,
okay, sir. No
we'll discuss. I can give you my email ID also. Just note it down.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
AIM.
Just,
okay. Here I am typing my email ID. AIM 131286@gmail.com.
Okay, fine, sir.
You can send your query on this my email ID. I will give you answer. No problem.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah. Madhuri Rana, madam.
Yes, sir.
Kindly go on with your question, madam.
Sir, nowadays from Google Form, quiz is asked.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And if you are getting more than 40% marks, then you will get a certificate. So how to do that? Please guide.
Sir, madam, first of all, this is not a part of our today's session, but I will give you some brief on it. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Here, first of all, you have to click on setting option.
Yes.
In setting option, we have 3 options. In general, you can say collect your email address. Matlab, that means email address is compulsory to organize the quiz. Okay. Then you can here tick mark limit to 1 response. Matlab, one respondent can respond one time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And allow them to edit after submit also, no problem. Okay. Then in presentation, if you want to shuffle your questions by respondent to respondent, then you can shuffle your questions order. And in quiz, just enable this top button. Make this a quiz. And you have multiple options: immediately after each submission, immediately after each submission, or later on. So if you want to give them grade immediately after submitting the question, your exam, then they can give their grade also, or you can send later on also. Okay. Then you can check that how many questions are missed, how many they have corrected, and how many points they got. And just click on save option.
But where is the condition that above 40% marks?
Okay. Then that condition you can add in certificate, ma'am. So I will show you that also. Again, click on this. Basically, okay, I have not added in my this ID. Okay, just give me this. This one. Okay. Okay. Now here.
Sir, you can respond me via mail also.
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
I
Just
will
note it
mail
down
you.
my mail. Yes, okay. No problem, ma'am. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Because I am
Okay,
using
sir.
two email ID at a time, ma'am. That's why there's problem arising.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
No problem.
Nice
Thank you.
session.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dharmendra Singh. Dharminder Singh. Hello. Am I audible, Dharminder Singh? Professor Dharminder Singh. Please
Sir,
kindly
may I
go
ask
ahead.
a question?
Yeah.
Sir, I want to ask one question.
Yes.
Sir,
You are not audible.
Email,
sir, you are not audible. Just repeat your question.
Create a Google form.
Repeat your question, sir. You are not audible.
When I created the Google form with the email ID,
yes,
the email ID is coming at the top of the form, but I want that email ID at the specific location. For example, at the field number 5, 6, and so on. So what should be done?
Okay, you can add, sir. So first of all, first of all, from option, setting, unclick these options, sir. If you click these options, email ID will come first. So just unclick these options.
But I don't want it the first location.
Yes, that's why I am telling you, unclick these options so that you will not get email ID first. Okay? And save it. Okay, in settings. Okay? Okay. Now go to the questions. Now suppose you want to add the question after question number 6, I think, right? So we'll click on the add option. Okay. Now here you can write email. Right? Email.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and it will automatically it will be taken by the Google form. See, enable email collection setting. Okay, it is compulsory, and here you can click on response validation, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now it will work.